Shabbat. Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom, Nancy.
Someone had to be brave enough to unmute first.
I'm wondering what we were doing in that regard. I thought maybe there's like an inside story that someone knows and I'm waiting for it to be told. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom. This is going to be a wonderful weekend.
It's very exciting.
Oh, look, there's Jill.
Hey,
Hello,
Jill.
everybody. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
I don't know how long it's going to take to get over here.
Hello, Sylvia.
Hi. Is that Kelly?
Never having been in the shul, actually, I have to say this is a really impressive shot of it.
It's beautiful. You'll have to come visit one year.
Is there a balcony that we're looking down from?
There is a balcony.
But
Yes,
that's just from the back of the downstairs, I think.
right.
It's gorgeous.
It's the straight shot.
Yeah.
Stacy, where are you calling in from? You're
I'm
not
in
in
Fort-
Atlanta?
I'm in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, okay.
This is the evening menu.
Who is she? Who is she? I don't see her.
Who are you looking for, Marty?
Stacy. You said somebody named Stacy. Where are they?
I am here
She's right there.
with,
Oh, okay.
Got a sombrero in her
There you
gown.
are.
I'm the one known for my sombrero here.
This is the first time you tuned into our service?
No, I've been coming for about 4 months now. I come every evening for the evening
Oh.
minion.
Oh, good. I'm a morning minion person.
And so our paths don't usually cross. I'm happy to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How you feeling, Marty?
Feeling much better. Thank you.
Great. Good to see you.
I get my license, I'll be much better.
Good. Good to know.
Can y'all hear us yet?
Can anybody hear us?
Yes.
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 Yay! We
don't-
were in the class last night with the rabbi and our audio wasn't working. So
Right.
Deborah just
Tweet it.
tweaked it and now we're on.
Yes.
I just thought you didn't have anything to say.
Me? Come on.
Good Shabbos, Jay.
Hey, is that Stacy?
Yes, it
I
is.
like Stacy. Hey, how are you? Good Shabbos to you and everyone else.
Thanks. When I have a class.
Oh
Hmm,
boy,
sit
oh boy,
down.
oh boy.
You're still warm.
Mhm.
Can't hear out of my ear.
This is one of is this the first Friday night that the
Turn it down.
school has been open since the pandemic?
No.
There
I
was,
believe it is, isn't it?
Yes, I think it is.
Yeah, I
Wow.
think so.
And I think it's only because Rabbi Warshawski is with us.
Mm.
I
Oh,
think it's going to be a regular.
don't say that, Jill. Don't let them think, you know.
I think this is a one and done.
people will be allowed inside for Yontif, right? For-
And so I say again, please.
Yes.
Maybe we should say Shechianu,
Yes.
because it's been so long.
That might be
Friday.
her.
Stacy, the answer to your question is yes. And people
Yes.
are pre-registering in order
Right.
to do
I
that.
think it's not.
Nancy, I will send you and others a note. Actually, I should mention Marshall too, but I received the Chesed note in relationship to my father, right? My father's death earlier in the Jewish year. And that's a lovely, lovely gesture on the part of the Chesed committee to send out that letter.
Thank you, Rabbi.
All right. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
A minute.
It's wonderful to be together in our virtual space and in our physical space. We are close to a minyan. Hopefully we'll get there. And if we do, it'll be an exciting occasion because it'll be the first minyan we'll have had on a Friday night in a year and a half. So we'll keep our fingers crossed for that. But even if that does not come, we have some excitement this evening as Rabbi Josh Warshawski welcomes. We welcome Rabbi Josh Warshawski in a few moments to help lead our services. So in the meantime, we will get started together with our mincha service, our afternoon service. For anyone who would like a PDF of the Siddur, if you're online, you can find it on the homepage of our website in a box on the lower left-hand side of the screen. And we begin together in our Shabbat Siddur on page 1. Ashrei yoshe bitecha od yahalelu chasela Ashrei shekacha lo Ashrei shadonai elo haptila leDavid mimcha Tehillat Adonai yedaber pi v'rechol basar shem kodsho leolam va'ed v'anachnu nevarechia meta v'yed olam hallelujah. We rise together for the Amidah, beginning on page 3b. We'll recite aloud the first 3 blessings on that page, followed by our own private meditations. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibur v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol V'Zocher Chasdei Avot Umevi Goel Yivnei V'neihem Neman Shemo B'Yava Melech Ozer Ufoked Umoshia Umagen Baruch atah Adonai Magin Avraham Ufoked Sarah Ata Gibur Leolam Adonai Mechaye Metim Ata Rav Leoshia Mechakel Chaim Bechesed Mechaye Metim Verachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Verofech Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Unato Lishenei Afar Michamocha Bal Gevurot Umidom Elach Melech Memit Umchaye Umatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman Ata Le'achayot Metim Baruch atah Adonai Mechaye Hametim Ata Kadosh Shimcha Kadosh Kedashim V'chol Yom Yelu Chasela Baruch atah Adonai Hail HaKadosh. Ya da 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 da, ya la 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 da da, ya la 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 da da, hi da da, ya da 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 da, ya la 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 da da, ya la 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 da da da. We rise in body or in spirit for Aleinu, page 11. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, lateit gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu k'goyei aratzot, velo samanu k'mishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chalkeinu kahem, vigor aleinu k'chol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נדע שמיים ועושה הארץ, ומשק בשמיים, הוא עלינו לעולם הגמלים, אוקיי, ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו echad. We rise for the Mourner's Kaddish, page 12, inviting all those online to enable their microphones in support of those who are in mourning. Mourner's Kaddish. Yikadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, Amad yivra kirutei v'yamich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chayi d'chol beit Yisrael, v'agala uv'izman kariv v'yimru, Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam umei amaya, Yiparach v'yishtabach, v'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, Yitadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shemei d'kudsha b'richu, Eila min kol birchata v'shirata, u'shbechata v'nechamata, da'amiran da'alma v'yimru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom imromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru.
Amen.
Hello everyone, I am so excited to welcome our artist in residence for the weekend, Rabbi Josh Warshawski. Rabbi Josh now lives in Ohio and is a dear friend and an incredible musician, writer of liturgy and of melody. And this has been a long time in coming. We were trying to do it some months ago, and despite the fact that this weekend maybe isn't all that we had hoped it would be in terms of the triumph over COVID, nonetheless, it's still joyous to be together, to bring in Shabbat, and to kick off this high holiday weekend with our services and slichot tomorrow evening. So we enter into Kabbalat Shabbat with the melody that we've been praying together these last several weeks. Shabbat HaMalka, HaChama, Boi, goes by a lot of names. At the bottom of page 13, we sit in this moment, and I want to invite us into just a moment of breath, a moment of presence, to become fully aware of the transition in this moment between the week and Shabbat, between the need to get done and the need to be. Page 13. Boi Amalka, Boi Kala, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hashalom. Boi Amalka, Boi Kala. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hashalom. Boi Amalka, Boi Amalka, Boi Kala. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hashalom. Boi Amalka, Boi Kala. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hashalom. Hachama Merosh, Ha'ilanot Nistalka. Bo v'neitzeh likrat Shabbat HaMalka. Hinehi yoredet הקדושה ברוחה, ועם המלאכים צא שלום ומנוחה. בואי המלכה, בואי כלה, שלום עליכם מלאכי השלום. בואי המלכה, בואי כלה, שלום עליכם מלאכי השלום. Just sing the word shalom. Shalom, מלאכי השלום. Shalom, מלאכי עליון. מלאכי השלום. Shalom, Shalom, מלאכי השלום. מלאכי עליון. מלאכי השלום. בואי המלכה, בואי כלה, שלום עליכם מלאכי השלום. בואי המלכה, בואי כלה, שלום עליכם מלאכי השלום. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's really nice to be here with all of you. Thanks so much for welcoming me to Ahavat Achim. It's great to be in Atlanta. It's great to be in person with some of you. It's great to see so many people on the Zoom and on the live stream too. And it's great to be welcoming Shabbat in a sanctuary, because I haven't really gotten the chance to do that in a while. And so I appreciate the opportunity to gather. And I appreciate getting to sing with you, Sam, and with all of you who are here. We're going to make our way into Yedid Nefesh on page 14. And as we're making our way through the Psalms of Kabbalat Shabbat, we're stepping closer and closer, one psalm at a time, into a Shabbat experience. Right? The Kabbalat Shabbat is made up of 7 psalms, one for each day of the week leading up to Shabbat. These 7 psalms lead up to Lecha Dodi, that moment when Shabbat really arrives into our homes, into our hearts. And so each moment when we're making our way closer and closer towards Shabbat, it's another opportunity to say, this week was a really long week, and a lot of things happened. And during the first psalm, let me think about what happened on Sunday, and let me just let go. And the second psalm, what happened on Monday, and just let it go. And find a way to, as we get closer and closer towards Lecha Dodi, to feel what it would feel like to really enter into Shabbat with a feeling of menucha, with a feeling of restfulness, with a feeling of reinvigoration. And we begin that all off with this poem on page 14, Yedid Nefesh, which is it's not from the Psalms. It's a poem that's written by a person, Rabbi Elazar Azikri. And these words are this like deep, powerful love poetry. And usually when I arrive in the sanctuary on a Friday night, I'm feeling I've had a really long week and I'm very tired, and the challahs just came out of the oven, like Rabbi Sam just made all these challahs, just came out of the oven, they smell really good, but we're rushing towards Shabbat, and I'm not yet ready to say these particular words. If you look at these, Hadur na'ez ziv ha'olam, O glorious, radiant spark of the universe, nafshi cholat ahatech, my soul is sick with longing for you.
And that's not the feeling that I necessarily always have when I'm walking into the sanctuary on a Friday night. And so the melody that we're about to sing starts with a nigun that allows us, just like we were just entering, that allows us to give a moment to settle, a moment to sort of enter into this space before we enter into these deep and beautiful words that hopefully we'll be able to say with the meaning that they ask for, that they're trying to emote. So we'll sing this nigun a whole bunch of times until we're feeling ready to enter. And then whenever you feel comfortable, we'll start in with the words of Yedid Nefesh, which are here on page 14 in our Sidurim. It goes like this. Ay, 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 Yedid nefesh av harachaman mishuv avda el ritzonah o yarutz avda kemo ayal yishtachave el muhadara oh yerab lo yedidutach minofetzu vechol ta'am ay 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 Hadurna et ziv ha'olam nafshi cholat ahavata o ana elna rifana la beharot la noam ziva oh אז תתחזק ותתרפא והייתה לך שפחת עולם איי 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 Al beno hava, oh ki ze kama nirsaf lirod betiferet uzah, oh ana eli machmad libi Hoshana be'atit alam ay 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 Sukkot Shelomah, Sukkot Shelomah. O Tahir Eretz Mikveh Dach Nagila V'nismecha ba, V'nismecha ba. O Maher Ahu Kiva Moed V'chodeni Gimei Olam. Ay, 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 ay,
All year long, as we come into Shabbat, we go out into the fields to greet the Shabbos bride, to greet Shabbat. But there's one time a year where it's not the Shabbos bride who greets us, but it's the King, God's self. HaMelech Basadeh, the King is in the field. God, God's self, comes to visit us and to be with us in this moment. So we spend a little bit of time over Shabbat sitting in the presence of the Queen. And then at the end, as these two moments merge, we extend our Shabbat. Our Malava Malka comes, the Queen stays, the King comes down into this glorious moment of presence, of awe, of a relationship which is not of a king on a throne and a person below, but of two people standing face to face in a field. And that indeed is a joyous moment. So we raise up our voices as we'll do all weekend in song and harmony, raising up our souls in the process. L'chune ranana. Let's go into the field. Page 15.
Ranena l'Adonai, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Naria letzur yishenu nekadma fanav betoda. Naria letzur yishenu nekadma fanav betoda. Lizmirot naria lo lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Naria letzur yishenu nekadma fanav betoda. Naria letzur yishenu nekadma fanav betoda. Mizmirot naria lo, mizmirot naria lo, mizmirot naria. Ki agadol Adonai, ki agadol kol Elohim, asher Elokeinu.
Both nishtach Having Shana Kupito,
Arba'im Shana,
Arba'im Shana,
Akut Bedor, Va'omar, Am Toei Levavheim, Veheim, Lo Yadu Derachai, Asher Nishbati Be'api, Im Yevon El Menuchati. Shiru El Adonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru El Adonai, Kol Haaretz. Shiru El Adonai, Baruch Shemo, Basru Miyom Le'yom Yeshuato, Sapru V'Goyim Kevodo, Bechol Ha'amim Niflotav, Ki Gadol Adonai, U'me'olam me'od, Lo Rahu, Al Kol Elohim, Ki Kol Elohei Ha'amim Elilim, V'Adonai Shamayim Asa, Hod V'Hadar Lefanav, Oz V'Tiferet B'Mikdasho, Avul Adonai Mishpechot Amim, Avul Adonai Kavod Va'oz, Avul Adonai Kevod Shemot, Zeu Mincha, Uvo Lechatzrotav, Ishtachavu L'Adonai, Behalat Kodesh, Chilu Mipanav Kol Haaretz, Imru V'Goyim, Adonai Malach, Aptikon Tevel V'Azimot, Yadinamim V'Meisharim, Yismechu Hashamayim V'Tzagel Haaretz, Yiram Hayam U'Melo, Yalo Sadai, V'chol Asher Bo, Az Yiradenu Kol Hatzeyar, Ifnei Adonai Kiva, Kiva, Lishpot Haaretz, Yishpot Tevel V'Tzedek, Ve'amim Be'emunato, Yan Ba'edai, Yan Adonai Malach Tagel Haaretz, Yizmechu im Rabim, Ish Lefanam Throughout Kabbalat Shabbat, there's a whole lot of nature analogies, nature metaphors happening all over the place. There's, in the one we just sang, we said, Ya'aloz sadai v'chol asher bo az yirananu kol atzei ya'ar. All these trees in the fields and in the forest are waving and clapping, just like we were just clapping just now. And then they move in, and here we have at the bottom of page 17, Or zarua la tzadik, light will be planted for the righteous, ula yishrei lev simcha, and gladness for those who are true of heart. For those who are true of heart. And here, have we talked about the plants here before? Yeah.
Not so explicitly, yeah.
We have these beautiful plants that are here with us in this space also. And it's really nice to be able to both feel like we're inside and engaging together with people, but also be able to feel like we're outside. Like we have these sproutlings that are just beginning their lives, that are just moving forward to joy and gladness and life. And so, I was looking out at these and thinking about Or Zarua La Tzadik, light will be planted for the righteous. And thinking about moving into this next year of 5782, what are the things that we want to plant for ourselves? What are the things that we want to make sure we're watering in ourselves to make sure that they grow properly? What are those aspects, those characteristics, those personality traits that we want to make sure are growing this year? And what are those things that maybe we want to sunset in ourselves? So we're going to sing these words, Or Zarua La Tzadik. There's 2 or maybe 3 different parts. We'll see what we can get to. But the first part, we're just going to sort of plant the seeds. It's this sort of low notes, and then we'll lift up the words together. It goes like this. Bum, bum, biddy, 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 bum. That's the whole part. Bum, biddy, bum, 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 bum, biddy. Can you hold that part down for a second? Namana, 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 namana. You can pick which part you want to do. Bum, biddy, bum, namana, 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 namana. What are you planting this year? Or Zaru ala tzadik Uyishrei lev simcha. Or Zaru ala tzadik Uyishrei lev simcha. Just like that again. Or Zaru ala tzadik Uyishrei lev simcha. Or Zaru ala tzadik Uyishrei lev simcha. Namana, 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 Page 18. Mizmor shir ladonai, shir chadash, ki niflat asav, oshialo yimino, zroko sholim, zachad
בחצרות וקול שופר, הריעו לפני המלך אדוני, ירם ימון.
לפני אדוני, קיבה לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט בצדק, וימים במישרים, Adonai Malach Yirgezu Ami
להיות מלך משפט
Moshe v'Aaron v'Kohanav u'Shmuel v'Korei Shemo Korim el Adonai v'Hu Yanem v'Amud Anan Yedaber Aleihem Shameru Edotav V'chok Natan Lamo Adonai Eloheinu Ata Nitam El Nosei Yitalahem V'nokem Al Alilotam Romemu Adonai Eloheinu V'shachavu lehar kodsho Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu.
We rise together, page 20.
Mizmor leDavid Havul Adonai v'nelim Havul Adonai Kavod va'oz Havul Adonai Kevod Shemo Yishtachavu l'Adonai Ve'adrat Kodesh Kol Adonai al hamayim El hakavod yirim Adonai al mayim rabim Kol Adonai ba'koach Kol Adonai ve'adar Kol Adonai shover harazim Vayeshaber Adonai et arzei halvanot Vayarkidem kemo egel Lebanon V'sirion kemo ve'reimim Kol Adonai v'otzev lavotesh Kol Adonai yachil midbar Yachil Adonai midbar kadesh Kol Adonai yecholel hayalot Vayechesov ye'arot Uveichalo kulo merkavot Adonai elam abu yashar yishev Adonai melech leolam Adonai oz le'amo yiten Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom Please be seated. We're continuing with Lecha Dodi. We've had these 6 psalms to make our way into Kabbalat Shabbat, to make our way into Shabbat. Now's our moment to step in And we use two different melodies for Lecha Dodi. This is like the moment of the ceremony at the wedding. And everybody else is coming down. We're all coming down the aisle to one song. And then suddenly we get halfway through and we change our tune. And we stand up and we look over, and our partner is standing right over there, coming in the door, coming to greet us, coming to welcome us, coming to celebrate Shabbat. Shabbat is entering. Shabbat is coming into the space. So we're going to start with one melody and we're going to move into the other. And it's this idea of sort of being in between things. That's sort of in this period where we are right now. And also this week's Parsha, we read Parashat Ki Tavo, which is Ki Tavo El Haaretz. Moses says to the people of Israel, when you almost enter the land of Israel, right? They're almost there. They're about to get to the place that was promised to them. But they're not there yet, right? It's coming soon. And we're trying to figure out what it's going to be like when we get there. What are the rules that we're going to need to follow? How are we going to behave? How are we going to act? And the Hasidic commentators want to think about this as not just a physical place, right? It's not just Eretz Yisrael, the land of Israel that they're entering, but it's Ki Tavo El Haaretz Ha'elyonah. When they arrive at this like ethereal place, at this spiritual place, at this elevated space. And Reb Shalom Noach Berezovsky, the Netivot Shalom, says that spiritual, that elevated space, the Eretz Ha'elyonah, is Shabbat. And that we can enter it wherever we are. We don't have to go anywhere specific. We can enter Shabbat wherever we are. It's just like a flip of our switch in our mind. So this is the moment as we're entering. Sometime in these 9 verses we're going to sing. Hopefully we'll find a way to flip that switch. What's going to make it feel like Shabbat for you? How are you going to step in spiritually, physically into Shabbat today? Page 21. Hay lecha dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela, shamor v'zachor v'dibor echad, ishmianu el ha'meyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, l'shemo tiferet v'litzila, olecha dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela, likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki mekor aberacha, mirosh mikedem nesucha sochase, במחשבה תחילה הולך דודי, או לקראת כלה, או פני שבת נקבלה. מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה, ומצעיר מתוך הפכה, רב לך שבט בעמק הבכה, והוא יחמו עלייך מה הולך דודי, או לקראת כלה, או פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי ויפר קומי, לבשי בידי תפארתך עמי, על יד בן ישי בית הלחמי, קור האל נפשי גאלה, הולך דודי, או לקראת כלה, או פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, קירה אורך, קומי אורי, 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 שיר דברי כבוד אדוני, עלייך נגלה, הולך דודי, או לקראת כלה, או פני שבת נקבלה. ידעי ני 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 ידעי ני 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 ידעי ני 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 לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לא תבושי ולא תקמי, מה תשתוכחי ומה תהמי. בך יחסו עניי עמי ונבנתה עיר על תילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. והיו למשיסה שוסייך ורחקו כל מבלייך. יסיס עלייך אלוהייך כבשוץ חתן הכלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. ימין ושמאל תפרוצי ואת אדוני תריצי. על יד איש בן פרסי ונשמחה ונגילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. We'll rise wherever we are if we can, in body or in spirit, to welcome Shabbat. בואי בשלום עצרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה. תוך אמוני הסגולה בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. שלום שלום שבת שלום שלום שבת שלום שלום שבת שלום. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת Shabbat Shalom. You can take a seat again. That was beautiful. Mizmor Shir Leyom HaShabbat Toledo Ladonai Oz Meshchayot.
Page 23. Le'akiv v'chestecha
Magalu Masach Adonai
Magalu Masach Adonai
Tzadika Tamar Yifra Ke'eretz Balvanon Yizkeh Shetu Beveit Adonai B'chatzrot Eloheinu Yafrichu Od Yenuvun Deseva Deshenim Verananim Hiyu Lehagi Yashar Adonai Tzuri Velo Havlatavo. Adonai Malach Keulavei
Malach Keulavei Shloi Shana Yossi Sazah B'Berat Imot
עדותך נאמנו מאוד לביתך נאווה קודש אדוני לאורך ימים.
Invite those who are in mourning to rise and those online to enable their microphones as we recite together the Mourner's Kaddish in the middle of page 24.
Forgive me.
Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Ema divra kirutei v'yamich malchutei. B'chayachon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael. Magala v'zman kariv v'yimru Amen. Yehi Ishmei Rabbah mevarach v'alam Amen. Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shemei tekudsha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'yimru Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. Oseh shalom v'romav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru
Amen.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. I know this was definitely the Shabbat that I needed to enter in, to breathe a little bit, and to lift up our voices together. And we sit, as Rabbi Josh talked about, in this moment of transition, in this moment of between in person and online, between safe and maybe not quite as safe, in the in-between, between day and night, between Chol and Shabbat. And so we sit in that moment, and I want to honor that moment on the threshold, that sometimes we're kind of stuck in that threshold. Sometimes we get to walk in like Shabbat, and sometimes we have to stick in it a little bit longer. But just like we began our Kabbalat Shabbat with a breath, I'll invite us into one more breath. One more breath of presence to honor that place of the Aravim, of the mixture. Enter into our Mariv beginning on page 28.
We rise together for the Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai Amorach leolam vaed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam vaed. Baruch atah Adonai
Baruch
melech
atah Adonai
haolam.
Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'roim. May be seated. Mechma potech sharim v'nezim.
Umavir yom umevi laila madir ben yom uvein laila Adonai tzevot shemo El chai v'kayam tamidim lach aleinu leolam vaed Baruch atah Adonai Amari v'ravim. Page 29. Avat olam Beit Yisrael Amcha avta Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadetan. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu, v'shocheinu v'kumeinu, nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, mitzvotecha leolam vaed ki hem chayinu ve'orech yameinu uvahem negeh yomam v'layla Avatcha tasir mimenu leolamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev amo Yisrael Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Vayomer Adonai Moshe limor davar Adonai lechem emet emet ve'emunah kozok elenu.
Page 32, Ki Adonai Eloheinu means the Tobi Nach Yisrael Moab Potin Yam Elohim.
טוב ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ובני ישראל לכנו שירה בשמחה רבה ויערו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נהדר בקודש נורא תהילו אוסף פלא מותך ראו בניך ומוקי הים לפני משה זה אלינו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר כי פרע אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
We read together in English the bottom of page 33 on the English side of the page. Creator of peace, compassionate God, guide us to a covenant of peace with all your creatures, birds and beasts, as well as all humanity. A reflection of your image of compassion and peace. Give us strength to help sustain your promised covenant, abolishing blind strife and bloody warfare, so they will no longer devastate the earth, so discord will no longer tear us asunder. Then all that is savage and brutal will vanish, and we shall fear evil no more. Guard our coming and our going, now toward walking, now toward sleep, always within your tranquil shelter. Beloved are you, sovereign of peace, whose embrace encompasses Jerusalem, the people Israel, and all of humanity.
ושמור צאתנו ואינו לחיים ושלום את עד עולם ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים.
We rise for Vishamru, page 34.
Israel et ha-Shabbat et ha-Shabbat לעשות et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת וינפש Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shemei Rabba
Amen.
Be'alama divrach kirutei v'yamlich malchutei B'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael Ba'agala v'izman kari v'yimeru Amen Yehi Shmei Rabba levorach Le'olam u'le'omei omaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitbar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudesh abrichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata Damiran ve'alma ve'imeru amen Ve'nainai, yenainai, yenainai, yenainai.
Take a few moments of private meditation for our Amidah this evening. Using the words of our Siddur on page 35, we're taking some moments to sit in a moment of transition. Continue with Ma'ain Shalosh, page 47, rising together in body or in spirit.
ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו לאבותינו אלוהי אברהם אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב אלוהי שרה אלוהי Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor VeHaNorah, El Elyon, Koneh Shamayim Va'aretz, Magen Avod V'Dvaro, Mechayei Metim B'Ma'amaro, Ha'el HaKadosh Ein Kamohu, המניח לעמו ביום שבת קודשו, כי בם רצה להניח להם. לפניו נעבוד ביראה ופחד, ונודה לשמו בכל יום תמיד, ואין הברכות, אלא הודעות אדון השלום, מקדש השבת וברך שביעי, ומניח בקדושה לעמדו שני עונג. זכר למעשה בראשית. אלוהינו, אלוהי אבותינו, רצה במנוחתנו, קדשנו במצוותיך, ותן חלקנו בתורתך, שבנו מטובך, ושמחנו בישועתך, וטהר ליבנו לעובדך באמת, והנחילנו אדוני אלוהינו, באהבה ורצון שבת קודשך, והנוחו וישראל מקדשי שמך, ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
אמן.
יתגדל ויגדל שמי רבה, ועמד דברי חרתי והמליך מלכותי בחייכון, ומוכן וחדך בישראל, בגלה בזמן קריב ואימרו.
אמן.
אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם ליומיה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם וינשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה, ברכו. לילה מרכב וחדה ושירתה, תוש וחדה ונחמתה, דמירן ויומה ואימרו.
אמן.
אמן. תתקבל צדון נתון נוכל ישראל, קדם אבון ושמע ואימרו.
אמן.
יהי שלום רבין שמיים וחיים אלינו על כל ישראל ואימרו.
אמן.
אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואימרו.
אמן. סברי חבריי, ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא פרי הגפן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה בנו, בשבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו, זיכרון למעשה בראשית. כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת, מכל העמים, בשבת קודשך, באהבה וברצון, הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת. We remain standing for Aleinu, page 51.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נותן שמיים ועושה הארץ, ושמיים ושמיים וידעתיים וישיב אותה לברך כתנאי כי המלכות שלכם ככתוב בתורתך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
we take a brief detour to Psalm 27, our psalm for the season of repentance, which you can find on page 80.
לדוד, אדוני בשמירה, למשכם יפחד. אחת שאלתי מאת אדוני אותה אבקש. לך עזב למק וחלק
יתה יום אלוהים ושבתי וזכה בו זבחי תשובה
אמר ליבי ובקשו בני הוריני לדרכך דרכי וכבישו
כי אביבי מי עזבוני אדוני אספני הוריני אדוני דרכך ולוני
לולי האמנתי לרד בטוב אדוני בארץ חיים מקווה לאדוני חזק ויאמץ ליבך וקווה לאדוני.
On this Shabbat, we stand with the families who have lost loved ones this week. Ivan Gottlieb, the father of John and Ruth Gottlieb, Penny and Larry Nadell, Carol Gottlieb and Christy and Tom Powell, John Sherman McDade, the husband of Marcia McDade, father of Michelle and Sherman, brother-in-law of Jeannie and Bob Tepper, and Eleanor Aronovitz, mother of Karen and Brian Shanson, Elaine and Jean Glasser, and Todd and Jody Aronovitz. And we stand with those who are still in the period of mourning of Shloshim, of the 30 days since the passing of their loved ones. Remember Dan Melnick, Harry Barron, Anita Weiser, Alice Teratut, and Pauline Cohen. And on this 20th of Elul, we observe the yard sites of Morris Mason, the grandfather of Rabbi Arnold Goodman, Ella Teratut, the grandmother of Bob London, and Hilda Wallenstein, the mother of Mark Weinst. We continue to stand with all those in our Minyan community who come in morning and evening to remember their loved ones. Sarah Bell Cohen, the mother of Cass and Seth, Rona Landis, the mother of Carrie and Evan, Ruth Rosen, mother of Marilyn Winston, Diane Ornstein and Brenda Levin, Alan Karp, husband of Elaine, brother-in-law of Larry Wolkin, Cheryl Gerson Tuttle, sister of Esther Levine, Francine Tellem, the mother of Lori, Mitzi, and Jordan, and we remember Barry Levenstein, their cousin, Judy Bressler, the mother of Richard and Mindy Bressler, Herbert Singer, the father of Mindy and Richard Bressler, Lisa and Eric Plasker, Cheryl and Michael Weiss, and the husband of Joanne Singer. Rosalind Schloss, mother of Karen Hanrahan, Danny Lippett, the son of Linda and Alan. Jerry Wiesenberg, the father of Andrew Wiesenberg, Ahuva Ben David, mother of Tova Cohen, Adrian Cohen, the wife of Kelly Inney, Stanley Soroki, cousin of Ivan Millender, Henry Burnbury, father of David Burnbury, Lynette Cohen, sister of Philip and Donna Newman, Bee Blass, the mother of Charlotte and Alan Kaminsky, and Alan and Betty Blass, sister of Donald Reisman and Rose Berman. Stanley Blumberg, the father of Stacy and John Guerin, Steve Marcus, the husband of Sandy, father of Larry and Brian, uncle of Bathsheba Fullenhall. Carol Wexler, mother of Jill Rosner, Jeff Wexler and Ellen Pillsbury. Harris Pavlot, father of Arthur. Dara Pavlot, Scott and Rhonda Pavlot. Janice Ellen Bronstein, sister of Roberta Dobbs. Are there any others, either in our Minyan community or online, who are remembering someone this evening? We invite those who are online to enable their microphones in support of those who are mourning and those who are mourning to rise as we recite together the Mourner's Kaddish, page 52. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah ve'amad yivrak yirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayachon v'yomechon v'chayei techol beit Yisrael magalav v'yizman kariv v'yimru amen shemei Rabbah mevarach elam omei amaya Yiparach v'yishtabach ba'ar v'tramam v'yitnaseh Yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dikudshah Le'elam yimkol birchata v'shirata Ushbechata v'nechamata Amiran b'alma v'yimru Amen Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya L'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen Shalom b'mrama Uyaseh shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We
Shabbat shalom.
made it to Shabbat. Shabbat finally. I want to thank Rabbi Josh Rashofsky so much for helping to elevate our spirits. And the good news is that this is only the very, very beginning. At 9 p.m. tonight, there is a late night Zmirot session, singing of Shabbat songs, which will be on Zoom. We'll be joined by Or Chadash and by Beit Chaverim, and we hope that you'll join us for a little bit of extra singing and spiritual preparation for the holidays this evening. Tomorrow morning, Josh will be leading Psukei and Shacharit, and we'll be having fun together. He'll be giving the sermon. For those who come tomorrow morning after services, there will be a light Kiddush and a Rebbe's Tish where Josh will continue to sing with us, and we'll learn a little bit more. Tomorrow evening, 7:45, Mincha Mariv Havdalah. That is both in person and online. We hope that you'll join us here to help us make our minyan so we can read Torah. And then we have the really special zchut of starting this high holiday week with Josh sharing some of his gorgeous melodies with us. And we will be davening slichot together as well. Bonnie Levine will be joining us on the harmonium. If you didn't see the video on Facebook, it'll be a really special evening tomorrow night. So we hope that you'll join us for some part of this weekend, if not all of it. And we will end our services with Yigdal? Yigdal, page 53.
יגדל אלוהים חי וישתבח נמצא בעיני דל מציאותו אחד אין יחיד כייחודו נעלם וגם אינסוף לאחדותו אין לו למוצא גוף ואינו גוף לא נערוך אליו קדושתו קדמון לכל דבר אשר נברא ראשון ואין ראשית לראשיתו הינו אדון עולם וכל נוצר יורא גדולתו ומלכותו שפע נבואתו נתנו אל אנשי סגולתו ותפארתו לא קם בישראל כמו שעוד נביא ומביט את אמונתו תורת אמת נתן לעמו על יד נביאו נאמן ביתו לא יכל להיבהל ולא ימיר דתו לעולמים לזולתו סופר יודע תתארנו מביט לסוף דבר בקדמתו גומר לאיש חסד כמפעלו נותן לרשע רע כריש ישתו ישלח לקץ ימין לשכנו יבדוק מחקק את ישועתו לעתים יחייל ברוך חסדו ברוך חטא השם תהילתו לעתים יחייל ברוך חסדו ברוך חטא השם תהילתו איי 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 Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbos.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
See you at 9
Shabbat
tonight.
shalom, Milledgeville.
Thank you,
Thank
Rabbi.
you so much.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everybody. Shabbat
Shalom, everyone.
Shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Yeah.
Shabbat shalom, Stacy.
Shabbat shalom, Jill.
Shalom, y'all.
And Shabbat shalom,
Shabbat
Charlie.
shalom, everyone.
Oh, and Taylor's there too.
Bye, Sam.
Popped in.
Shabbat
Shalom,
shalom.
Cohen's. Yeah, it's good to see you.
Shabbat shalom, Sammy.
Thank you, thank you.
Everyone.
It was a wonderful service.
Indeed.
Yes, Yasher Koach.
Thank you.
Yasher Koach.
How are you? Cousin? Good. Slowly. Exhausted.
Bye-bye.
Okay. There's no
Shabbat shalom. Hope to see you later.